Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is A-Lex and this ain't just pro wrestling, this is Brutality, and it's time for the go home show before the Out for Blood pay-per-view coming to you this Sunday, October 27th. Out for Blood will be coming your way, and it's going to be a stacked card. We're going to have the semifinals of the World Championship Tournament. We're going to have the Undisputed Era versus the Bar, which this match is a preview of. We're also going to have the Intercontinental Championship on the line. We're going to see who Luke Harper is facing in that match tonight. And we're also going to have the Women's Championship as well, which we already know Paige is going to be in that match. We'll see who she's facing on this show here. But this is a little preview, like I said, of the Undisputed Era and the Bar's match that will be taking place at Out for Blood. Roderick Strong is going to be taking on Cesaro, and he's going to looking to soften up Cesaro for Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly at Out for Blood, so that it's an easier match for them. Cesaro has Roderick up. Roderick lands on his feet but gets an elbow to the face by Cesaro. Cesaro takes him down, and now look at this. He's swinging him round and round and round, and drops him on his back, but the Messiah of the backbreaker gets back up and takes Cesaro down with that leg whip, sends him off the ropes with an Irish whip, catches him with a backbreaker and an elbow drop. Cesaro dragging him towards his corner. Of course, he has Sheamus in his corner, and Roderick Strong has the Undisputed Era in his. So definitely a advantage here for the Undisputed Era here, or for Roderick Strong here with the Undisputed Era behind him. And Cesaro only having Sheamus, as Cesaro gets dumped face first on the Brutality logo, and another backbreaker by Roderick Strong. Of course, Cesaro's going to have to look out for that stronghold submission maneuver as well as the end of Heartache. Roderick Strong's finishing moves, and Cesaro, of course, known for a big finishing move of his own with that neutralizer, but Cesaro dropped down on his head with that cross-legged fisherman buster. And Cesaro, though, back in control. An elbow to the back of Roderick Strong, and now a crossface. Is it going to be over quickly? Is Cesaro going to embarrass Roderick Strong here tonight? But no, Cesaro was able to get out of it, and Cesaro with the sharpshooter. Is Roderick Strong going to tap out here? No, Roderick Strong gets out of it. Oh, they're trading blows. Here we go. Kicks and uppercuts. Of course, you know who's doing the uppercuts. It's Cesaro as he gets dumped with that German in the bridge and a kick out. Cesaro with the forearm to the face sends Roderick Strong off the ropes. He comes off the ropes with an uppercut and takes him down. Just check to make sure my microphone is on. That would have been embarrassing if it was off. Leg drop to the back of the head of Roderick Strong. Very professional, I am. Oh, wow. I don't even know what that was, but it took Cesaro down. And a stomp to the back of the leg by Roderick Strong, and a kick to the back of Cesaro. And now uppercuts aplenty from Cesaro, and he's calling for another swing. Here we go. Roderick Strong, you spin me right round, baby right round. David Cav asking Roderick Strong if he wants to quit. I don't know if he'd even be able to hear him. My God, what a forearm, discus forearm by Roderick Strong, excuse me. And now Cesaro will back up on the corner and follows it up with a chop. Roderick Strong, though, countering into a backslide. 1, 2. Is it over? No. Cesaro kicks out at 2. Cesaro with the strength, lifting the 200-pound Roderick Strong up and dropping him down. Here we go with another swing. Roderick Strong ain't gonna be walking straight for a week like this. My God. Gets sent across the ring, and now Cesaro bringing in some more uppercuts, taking Roderick Strong down. Here we go again. How many times has he swung the Messiah of the backbreaker? Must be like 20, 30 times so far. Oh, gut check there. That could be the end. I think Roderick Strong should have went for the pin. No, instead he goes for the stronghold. Is Cesaro going to give it up? He gets out of it. 2 lock up. Uppercuts from Cesaro. Now he picks up Roderick Strong. Off the ropes he goes, running European uppercut. They lock up. Roderick Strong sends Cesaro off the ropes, catches him with a dropkick. No, Cesaro moved out of the way of the dropkick. Now they both go off the ropes and run into each other. Roderick Strong falls down. Cesaro is still standing, and he sends Roderick Strong to the outside. He's going to go out there with him. Roderick Strong got him up. Gut check. Now Roderick has Cesaro kicked to the back of the head. He comes back into the ring, count of 15, but Cesaro able to get back into the ring. Cesaro lifting up Roderick Strong, has him high in the air and sends him crashing down to the mat. Here we go, Cesaro swing. Round and round he goes. When will he stop? Nobody knows. 9 minutes into this 30-minute time limit match, and Roderick Strong just hit another backbreaker, and the stronghold applied one more time, but Sheamus distracting the referee, taking a page out of the Undisputed Era's playbook, which allowed Cesaro to get out of it. Roderick Strong has him up. Another gut check. Those ribs and back must be hurting like crazy. Roderick from behind. No, goes to the front. Irish whips Cesaro out to the outside. Sheamus still distracting the referee, which gives Cesaro a little bit of time out there to get his stamina back and recover. And comes back into the ring. Now has Roderick up one more time and sends him down. Here we go, the swing again. Oh my, swinging and swinging and swinging and swinging and swinging and swinging. I am surprised he has not vomited yet, and this is brutality. We might see some vomit here. Cesaro and Roderick Strong battling it out. What a back fist. Cesaro up in a drop kick takes them both down. Cesaro and Roderick Strong beating the hell out of each other. Backslide again. No rope breaks here. Brutality 1, 2. Is it over? No. Cesaro kicks out. Cesaro with the multiple forearms to the face of Roderick Strong, and Roderick Strong comes back with some of his own in a rolling forearm. Takes him down. The stronghold applied. David Calf asking Cesaro, is it over? Is he going to tap out? No, Cesaro able to get out of it again. Cesaro now locks up with Roderick. He gets caught. Another gut check. Both men are down. Roderick up first, stomp to the midsection. Cesaro has Roderick up again and slams him. And now Cesaro with the sharpshooter. Roderick Strong going to submit. It's been a tough and grueling battle, but he gets out of it. Cesaro with the uppercuts. These two men just repeatedly hitting each other in the face. Gut-wrench suplex by Cesaro. Cesaro now double stomp to the midsection. From behind, back elbow by Roderick Strong gets him out of it. From behind goes Roderick. Neckbreaker takes Cesaro down. Cesaro now caught in a rolling knee bar, but Sheamus again distracting the referee, David Calf. Cesaro gets caught though. Backbreaker again. That back has got to be killing him right now. Elbow to the face by Cesaro. Here we go. Sharpshooter, but Cesaro is having a little bit of trouble here as Sheamus is still distracting the referee, and Cesaro wins. Wow, Sheamus almost cost his own teammate the match, but Cesaro wins, and it seems like the Bar will have the momentum going into their match with the Undisputed Era at Out for Blood. Now it's time for the Women's Championship Tournament to continue as Asuka takes on Toni Storm. As I said, it's time for Women's Division action on Brutality. One of the highlights of every single episode is the women's matches. They've all been great. So far, we've seen Paige make it to the finals. After last week, she defeated Becky Lynch in the semifinals of the Women's Championship Tournament. And Toni Storm, I believe 2 weeks ago, defeated Sasha Banks to get here. So we'll see how this goes. We'll see who is going on to face Paige at Out for Blood in the Women's Championship match. And that's one that I'm excited for. That will be a death match, one of 3 death matches on the card. The Intercontinental Championship match, the Women's Championship match, and the World Championship match Almost saw a quick victory there for Toni Storm. The Women's Championship, World Championship, and Tag Team Championship, or Intercontinental Championship matches will be death matches. So that's something to look forward to. That's why it's called Out for Blood, because there's going to be a lot of blood at Brutality's first pay-per-view on October 27th, this Sunday, coming to you on the A-Lex YouTube channel. Now, with that out of the way, let's get our attention set on this match as Toni Storm drops Asuka with a suplex, but they're both back up. Asuka gets sent off the ropes. Toni Storm dropped toe hold and now stopped to the back of Asuka. Asuka gets back up, club to the back of Toni Storm, and she's got a submission hold in. Very similar to Becky Lynch's disarmer. Asuka now putting Toni Storm up on the top rope. Toni counters. Look at this! Good lord! How the hell did she do that? She just leaped over Asuka and took her out with that Hurricane Rana. But the toughness of Asuka, she's right back up, and they're continuing to battle like nothing just happened. That's how great these two athletes are. Something crazy like that can happen. Something that would take down any other person, but they keep on fighting. Toni Storm now with the advantage, jackknife, pin one, and a kick out from Asuka. Not going to put Asuka away that easily. Toni now slams Asuka down with that scoop slam. Asuka able to get into the full mount position. Is Toni Storm going to give up? No. She could have gave up there or got knocked out, but instead she gets out of it now. Asuka and Toni trading shots to the head. And Asuka comes out with the advantage there. This match progressing very quickly, already 4 minutes in. As Asuka slams or suplexes Toni Storm onto the apron. Toni Storm fell all the way down to the outside. Both women on the outside. Toni Storm has a weapon. That's totally legal here. Tonight, new change of rules. You know, for the last few shows, we've seen a 5 count issued, which if you use the a weapon after that 5 count, you would get disqualified. That's no longer the case. All matches are no disqualification now in Brutality. Just to let you guys know, so you're not confused on what's going on there. I know some other wrestling companies like to change rules all the time and not tell their viewers. I like to tell the viewers. I think that makes a little bit more sense as Toni Storm connects with a DDT on Asuka and a knee drop to the head. And now Asuka has Toni Storm up, slams her down with a variation of a Falcon Arrow. She leaps off the top rope, connects with an elbow drop. Now Toni Storm back up, sends Asuka off the ropes. She goes off the ropes as well. Spinning heel kick to the face of the Empress. And the Empress not looking so good right now. It's Toni Storm with a elbow to the back. And now the two at a stalemate. Asuka picks up Toni Storm. Vertical suplex takes her down. Asuka from behind. Forearm to the face by Toni Storm. And a drop kick to Asuka. Takes her down again. And a big knee drop to the head. Asuka takes down Toni with that sidewalk slam. And Asuka trying to gain some more momentum. Get on a roll here. As Toni Storm, and this has been a pretty back and forth match, but I feel like Toni Storm up until this point had a lot of the offense, but Asuka coming back here. Now has the shoulder of Toni Storm and working on it with a number of shoulder blocks there. Asuka gets kicked down, and now a Dragon Sleeper applied. Is this going to be the end for Asuka? No, she gets out of it. Asuka with a kick to the leg of Toni Storm, maybe softening up that ankle for an ankle lock, something that Asuka has used all throughout her career. And now Asuka in a bad position now is she within the surfboard, but she gets out of it. Asuka again attacking the shoulder. We all know she likes to use that armbar. That could be what she's setting up for here. Look at this combination of kicks to both arms into the head. Now look at this. Asuka dancing a little bit. Maybe getting a little too cocky, giving Toni Storm too much time. And indeed she did. Toni Storm with the enziguri takes Asuka down. Toni Storm goes for the quick cover. 1, a 2 count. Almost. That could have cost Asuka. That little dance that she did could have cost her the match. She gets DDT'd by Toni Storm and a Dragon Sleeper again. Here we go. Is it going to be over? No, Asuka able to get out of it. She broke free and she forearms the face of Toni Storm, and here she goes again. Asuka, I don't know if this is a good idea. Shaking those hips might lose you the match. Oh, but no, and my winner of the match, kick to the head, right to the temple. Why didn't she go for the pin? She's too cocky. A DDT takes both of them down. I think Asuka had it in the bag. I think she should have went for the pin. Off the ropes goes Toni, catches Asuka with a float over DDT. How many variations of a DDT can Toni Storm do tonight? That's the question. Jesus. Oh, good Lord. Jesus Christ. 1, 2, and no. A kick out from Asuka. What the hell did we just see? We saw Asuka get dumped on her head, then a standing moonsault from Toni Storm. That did not get the job done. Asuka kicked out right at the very last millisecond. Another DDT by Toni Storm. I wouldn't be surprised if Asuka has a severe neck injury or head injury after this match, after being dropped on her head so many times. But she doesn't care. She just continues to dance. As Toni Storm getting counted on the outside, she gets back into the ring. A roll up here. 1, a 2 count, and 3. Toni Storm picks up a surprising victory over Asuka. Well, it's not surprising that she won. It's just surprising how she did it out of nowhere. I think that all that dancing might have cost Asuka the match there if she would have been focused on actually taking out Toni Storm. Maybe she just, she didn't expect Toni to put up this much of a fight, but that's what happened, and here it's time for our next match. Alright, this is to see who will be taking on Luke Harper in the Intercontinental Championship death match at Out for Blood. It's a triple threat. Buddy Murphy, Rey Mysterio, and Rob Van Dam going at it, all for a shot at the IC title. Rob Van Dam sends Rey off the ropes, forgets about him, goes after Buddy Murphy with a gut wrench, taking him down. Last time we saw a triple threat, it was that match that Luke Harper won to get to Out for Blood. Of course, he defeated Minoru Suzuki and Killian Dane. Want to announce right now, hopefully I remember this. No, I'm just kidding. The show after Out for Blood, the next Brutality after that, on Tuesday, October 29th, it will be Killian Dane taking on Luke Harper in a singles match. Whether Luke Harper wins the Intercontinental Championship or not, that match will be taking place on that show Tuesday, October 9th. So be ready for that. That's going to be a big battle of two big men. Also, Minoru Suzuki on that show will take on the world champion in a non-title match. So that's a big match coming. So whoever the world champion is, he'll be having a battle with one of the most dangerous men in wrestling, Minoru Suzuki. And how, of course, it works here in Brutality. I haven't mentioned this, but if you beat any champion, whether it be tag team champion, whatever, you get a championship match in your future. It's not like we're just going to forget about that. No, if you beat the champion, you get a championship match. So Minoru Suzuki will basically have a #1 contenders match there. Let's focus on the match at hand as Rob Van Dam and Rey Mysterio trading blows. These two have a little bit of history. They were in the WWE, of course, around the same time, both in ECW at the same time, and they never crossed paths too many times, but when they did, it was very exciting. Rey Mysterio for a victory roll there, the same move that Toni Storm used to defeat Asuka, but Rob Van Dam broke up the pin between him and Buddy Murphy. Now, Rob Van Dam sends Rey Mysterio off the ropes. He runs into Buddy Murphy. Get X of an enziguri to Murphy. Both men are down. Rob Van Dam looking to capitalize, goes behind Buddy Murphy, and now focuses attention on Rey Mysterio, who whiffs on a heel kick. Connects with an enziguri to the head of Rob Van Dam, and a big Kamigoye from Buddy Murphy to the face of Roderick Strong, Rob Van Dam. But all three men back up now and battling it out as Rey Mysterio sends RVD into the corner and focuses attention on Buddy Murphy, who power bombs him for his troubles, stacks him up, and only a 1 count. Rey's taken many a power bombs like that in his career, one of the smallest men in wrestling, and you know that can have an advantage and a disadvantage. The disadvantage is guys can power bomb you like that, like it's nothing, when they have a little bit of a weight advantage over you. Here's the standing moonsault by Rob Van Dam, but a kick out from Buddy Murphy. Murphy grabs Roderick Strong, or I keep calling him Roderick Strong, I don't know why. They're not alike in the slightest. I guess because it's Rod. I guess I'm getting that mixed up. Rey Mysterio, La Magistral. I can get that right, but I can't get Rob Van Dam, Roderick Strong. Double suplex. RVD and Buddy Murphy were working together, but Buddy Murphy just turned on him. That's how triple threat matches go. 1 minute, two guys will be working together, an unlikely alliance, and then that alliance will be broken seconds later when one man stabs the other in the back. Now, Buddy Murphy and Rob Van Dam looking on at each other. Rob Van Dam looking for the frog splash, but Ray moved Buddy Murphy out of the way. I don't know if that was a good decision. If I was in the match, I'm not a wrestler, but if I was in the match, I would have tried to let that connect, then take out Rob Van Dam and go for the cover on Murphy. Ray thought a different plan would do the trick. Rob Van Dam, though, with the fisherman's suplex and a bridge, but Rey Mysterio able to kick out. Buddy Murphy now gets suplexed just like Ray did. Now a moonsault. Ray keeps breaking up. All these pin attempts by Rob Van Dam couldn't break that one up, but Buddy Murphy, luckily for him, was able to kick out. Now Rob Van Dam gets brought up into the air by Buddy Murphy. Rob Van Dam takes Rey Mysterio down, but Rey Mysterio kicked out. A 1 count for Rob Van Dam. It's hard to call this match. So much going on here. Gotta focus on 3-minute ones. Rob Van Dam takes out Rey Mysterio and a Boston Crab applied to Buddy Murphy. That's something you see every day out of the repertoire of Rob Van Dam. Big kick to the head by Rey Mysterio to Buddy Murphy. And now Rob Van Dam looked for an Irish whip. Everybody getting Irish whipped into each other. Big heel kick to the face. Rey Mysterio takes him down. Double team suplex to Ray. Sends him off the apron and down to the floor. Rob Van Dam, quick cover on Buddy Murphy. And it's a kick out. Now Van Dam gets taken down and a leg drop by Rey Mysterio to the back of his head. Nice teamwork there by Ray and Murphy. Now Murphy and Rob Van Dam trading blows here in the ring. Big shot to the face sends Murphy down to the ground. And Rey Mysterio looking to capitalize, but Rob Van Dam intercepts him for a second. German suplex by Rey Mysterio. The pin is broken up by Rob Van Dam. RVD watches as Buddy Murphy gets sent off the ropes. Rey Mysterio sends Rob Van Dam into the corner. RVD catches Ray looking for a powerbomb pile driver. No, Rey Mysterio got out of it. Half Boston Crab. Is Rob Van Dam going to give up? No. Gotta remind you, this is for a shot at the Intercontinental Championship. All of these men want to become the first Intercontinental Champion, but if they win this match, they gotta get through Luke Harper first. Frog Splash! 5-star Frog Splash to the back of Buddy Murphy. Looks like Ray's gonna try to take the advantage, but Rob Van Dam able to stop him. Murphy back up, catches Ray with a flapjack-like maneuver there. Now, Buddy Murphy has RVD up and down with that butterfly suplex. Now, a kick to the back of the leg, and oh, look at this dragon suplex on Rey Mysterio. Dropped him right down on his head. Now, Murphy and Mysterio countering each other. Rob Van Dam intercepts Murphy. Murphy now looking to get slammed, or his head slammed into that turnbuckle. 1, 2, and 3. A second match ending in a victory roll. Rob Van Dam gets the victory. That move, more of these superstars, more of these athletes, almost a superstar. What are we, the WWF? More of these athletes need to be using that victory roll. It's done good for Rob Van Dam and Tony Storm. Now it's time for a main event World Championship Tournament. This one's going to be good. And the reason this one's going to be good is because this man is involved, Mr. John Moxley, the master of the Death Rider, that elevated DDT. It's brutal. And his opponent tonight, man, one of my favorites in all of professional wrestling, especially in New Japan Pro Wrestling, and here and Brutality. It's the Stone Pitbull. He's tough and hard all the time. Tomohiro Ishii. My God, this one's going to be just a brutal slugfest. I can already see it coming, and I am excited. If you know the history between Moxley and Ishii, they've had one match before, and it was awesome. One of my favorite matches. probably of all time. I absolutely love that match, and I'm very excited to see what these two men can bring here to Brutality. Will they bring the brutality? We shall see. Of course, the winner of this will go to the Out for Blood pay-per-view and take on Sami Zayn in the semifinals. Also in the semifinals, AJ Styles will take on Kevin Owens, and the winners of those two matches will go on to face each other in the main event of Out for Blood to crown the first ever World Champion here in BPWF, Brutality Pro Wrestling Federation. Both men off the ropes. Ishii able to duck the clothesline and take Jon Moxley down. Now both men trading blows in the center of the ring. Chops plenty. Drop kick to the back of the head by Jon Moxley, but both men get up right at the same time, and now he's eating him. He's eating him. Biting the face of Tomohiro Ishii. Biting the bald head. And Ishii drops Jon Moxley with that scoop slam, and now he went for that chop to the throat. There it is. Moxley takes it like a man and clubs Ishii in the back, sending him down to the mat. Big punch to the head and a forearm. Ishii gets taken down with that neck breaker. Saw the way his neck snapped off the shoulder of Moxley, and now he gets taken down with a leg whip. He counters Moxley's attempt at shoving Ishii's face into the ring post, and now a slam by Ishii, and now they're trading blows, forearm and chop over and over and over, and Moxley, surprisingly, gets the advantage. And now look at this. This is brutality, ladies and gentlemen. Moxley gets shoved off by Ishii. Ishii with a forearm or an elbow to the back of the head, and just a kick right to the head. He don't care what anyone thinks, but Moxley with a huge uppercut and a big chop. Looked like right to the face of Ishii. Ishii known for chopping people in the throat. Moxley just chopped Ishii in the face. Big elbow. And now Moxley lifts up Ishii, drops him down on his back with a variation of a Falcon Arrow. It didn't quite do the deal. Ishii goes off the ropes, forearm to the face, running forearm no less. If normal forearm from Ishii will take you out, but a running forearm will really knock you into next week. Off the ropes goes Ishii, running elbow drop. And now big enziguri to the back of the head of Moxley. And now look at this, chainsawing at the face with the forearm. I wonder if he shaved his arm before doing that, before the show, and had that in mind. Big running shoulder press there by Moxley. Took down Ishii for a moment, but Ishii with another enziguri takes both men down. And I told you this would be a slugfest. Good Lord, there's the Death Rider. Is that it? 1, 2. No, Ishii kicked out. An early Death Rider, and it did not get the job done, but now Moxley biting Ishii even more. And he just bit a hole in his head. He's bleeding. Ishii looking for the chokeout victory. Is Moxley going to get out of it? He does. Ishii's head was bitten open by Jon Moxley. And ladies and gentlemen, this definitely is brutality. My God. Speaking of, Ishii just got dropped on his head. Now a cloverleaf applied by Jon Moxley, but Ishii able to get out of it. This match is just running on all cylinders. This is just going 100 miles per hour, exactly how I expected it. Drops in the corner by Moxley. He turns Ishii over. Ishii countering, catches Moxley, brings him up, power bomb, stacks him up, but Moxley didn't even, he kicked out before a 1 count from behind. Ishii able to counter, sends Moxley into the corner. Running in with a lariato. Moxley. Oh, he catches him. Elevated Death Rider. But Ishii's right back up. Good Lord. Ishii. Jesus. But he kicked out a 1. He didn't even get a 1 count. Death Rider. Good Lord. 1, 2, 3. No, he kicked out. Good God. Death Rider again! This gotta be it. It's gotta be over. It's over! Good God, what a match! Moxley kicked out at 1. Didn't even get 1 count on some of those pins before he kicked out. Good lord, Ishii kicked out of, what was it, 3 Death Riders, including an elevated Death Rider? My god, what a main event. That might have been the best match of the tournament so far. And it looks like Jon Moxley will be taking on Sami Zayn in the World Championship semifinals. Thank you guys for watching. What a tremendous show. I hope you enjoyed it. I know I enjoyed calling it. My voice is a little shot, but I hope to see you this Sunday. You don't want to miss it. Out for Blood, coming to you Sunday, October 27th. I will see you later. Thank you for watching.